Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. There's Chris Olave. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Gets around it. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure. Fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On 3rd down, Corral. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running the jet sweep, Landry.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Boy, once you get Kareem Hunt in the open field, look out. He's got speed to burn, and he showed off the wheels on that one.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. The Panthers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's got
touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Landry now on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action here with Dalton. And that is incomplete here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing incompletion.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On second down, right back to Hunt. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Corral. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now Landry. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. Oh, a nifty juke there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a night.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 79 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
A gain of 3, second down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Kamara up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Dalton now to pass.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that is no good. And that will keep the lead at 8.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now a 2nd down and 6. On 2nd down, here's Corral. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble, 54 yards. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
And boy, ball security a problem for him so far. 2 first-half fumbles. The first one they were able to keep. This one, a turnover.
And they've got to determine what is causing these turnovers. Is it extra effort, trying to get extra yardage? Sometimes you just have to take what you can get and just take care of the ball.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in this.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Laviska Shenault,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Passing, it's Dalton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the deficit will hold at 22.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Hunt will try going up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Corral. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got room at the 30. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 70. And the Saints get a bit closer.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Corral sets up play action. He's got the hook up. It's Chenault on the crossing route. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. A 1st down throw here for Corral.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 2nd and 10, Corral. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A carry here for Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Corral. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Hunt. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Corral looking to throw.
Touchdown, Panthers.
LaVisca Chenault
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run again with Hunt. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Hunt.
Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is Hunt. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw here, Dalton. In the hands of Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. This will be Dalton again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The Saints on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11" Landry.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 yards and a Panther first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And they take a knee. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. So this one is over. A victory for